Hello everyone, Chadino over here, and as you always know, you can like my videos and subscribe in any of the cats that it's on the site. This is a last Epoch video. I'm going to, let's say, update my build before the next content drops. As you know, the 9th of July it's going to drop. And the only thing I changed really is the relic. Everything else I think it's still really strong. Also, I'm happy to say that in the next place where we take the things, I'm going to do the three builds: the bleed one, the physical one, and the lightning one. As you know, the easiest to gear seems that it will be lightning and bleed, and the physical one would need some. I will check some other weapons and things because, as you know, of course, um, the things that we use are not hard to use. But for example, here we have our character with a lot of resistance and things, but this is because I have an omnis. And here on our inventory, what I'm changing is, instead of the rogue's vial of sparks, I'm using Usenui's sphere. I'm going to leave, of course, the Epoch tools thing in the description. And then for people that are seeing the guide and the build for the first time, I really recommend that you watch the other one. I'm still going to explain everything, but if you want kind of more showcases and things, I kill Julra really fast. It's really on one combo, she just disappears. But that's not the important thing. The important thing now is, what do we use? I'm using a rare helmet, but you can also use one of the ones that has good dexterity or other things. But the only important note here is the +4 to synchronize the strike. Same thing with our relic. You see that it also has dancing strikes, but that one is not important. Of course, you need resistances to get that. And also that throwing damage was just to clean mods. It's not important. Remember, we don't use throwing damage. Now for boots, these are 0 LP Bion's chariots with good rolls. Ideally, you want to get the cooldown reduction on them, but I couldn't because I actually didn't play that much. Like right now, you can see I have 90 million gold, but that's just because I sold some things that I got, but I never spent them. Then for blows, fighting chance, they just do a lot of damage, 84% increased melee damage, and you can also get them really easily 4 or 3 LP without spending a lot of gold. Also, one thing, I really recommend that you are Merchant Guild for this build in general. More or less because getting them, I really like Omnis, but you can also use normal, because we are only really using this for all of the resistances. Of course, +1 skills and a lot of lightning damage is really good. But you can also use the fire one that has some resistances and things. For chest, is the same thing. I like Ursula's Pride because I get mana regeneration. I'm going to go into the talents and things that is important. If you don't know which skill we are using to do all of our damage, it's going to be Lethal Mirage. The damage that says there, of course, as you know, you can't really know that. And we have a lot of multipliers with movement speed and things that we use to get that extra damage. And now, of course, I'm just going to go above things and then use the Usonui's sphere instead of the this vial of sparks. Now for relics, I went a lot of defensive ones, but you can use, of course, more of this. You want critical strike multiplier and armor shred or damage while wielding a dagger. And for this is just health. The best ones that you can get. And then some resistances here. I got some mana because really like mana, but you can also get some increased damage for stun chance and other resistances. Now belt and ring, the one from Orbis. just a lot of damage, and you can also clean the stun immunity is really good. Fulgurate shards, critical strike, melee lightning, and chance to shred, really good ones. I here have some stun chance and melee lightning damage. I got another one with multiplier, stun, and frailty. But it's not as good as extra melee lightning. That is the best thing that you can get, melee lightning, and then you can get, of course, this is kind of the BIS, apart for a fourth one that also has a stun. And then for gloves, instead of the fighting chance, you can use some of these with endurance, really good. And then of course the guard mod and other things like that, you can also use it, but it's not as easy. Cooldown recovery speed on your belt, really good. Here 7 if possible. You can also use cooldown recovery gloves and other things. These are, for example, some defensive gloves that I was trying to forge and things like that. You get cooldown recovery or the endurance ones, and then you get endurance threshold, and the armor mitigation applies to overtime. Remember, overtime is really dangerous. Thankfully, as a rogue, you can go immune with lethal mirage, and you also have some, in my case, I have the glancing blow, you know, from all of the passive thingies from the blade dancer tree. Here, Stasi, our dodge chance goes to glancing blows. Of course, here with armor, we still have some armor, but it's nothing crazy. And we have quite a bit of mana and some regen, of course, to get our combo going up. Now, that is everything that I wanted to say kind of with this. I am going to post the updated planner on this one, but remember the guide itself, it's still on the other one because I have forgotten things and other places. The only thing that I will leave you with is kind of a clear thingy. It's like that I'm going to die, and this is not crazy. I have like 400 or 500 corruption and others, but I want to only 200 just in case I died. And you just go shifting and using your lethal mirage. You may think it's a bit annoying because of the cooldown, but you do so much damage that you don't really need to do other things at all. Of course, the damage from the mobs is still quite high, so you still do need to be aware that you are running all of the mana increasing things, so you can't really use other abilities. Remember, every single ability costs 45 extra mana, even dancing strikes. You see there, we completely deleted our mana. And you can even check the other mobs over here. Okay. We had no chance. Now, as for the leveling builds and things like that, I will actually not make them for the new let's say season, because really you would not want to level with Lethal Mirage. The best thing you can do is level with like something with Shadow Daggers or some bow build. Easy. And when you are level 70 or something like that, or where you can get 2 of the Fulgurate Daggers for the cooldown reduction. And of course I'm killing more mobs than I should. But you can just run around using shift all the time. Because shift is not an attack, so it doesn't use the extra mana, so you can just keep shifting. And boots, useless boots. And this was just an update, and I'm going to update the planner on the other video, and this one will just have a link because of the way the linking works for planners, so it doesn't update to this video and then people don't get all the information that they need. Just if you are following my channel, know that I will keep doing last epoch content when the patch drops, and I will do those 3 builds for at least for Lethal Mirage. And if there is a new skill or cool legendary that also works, like I saw a nice two-handed axe that may work with what we do, I may do another video on those things. But this was just an update, kind of, and just so you can check the other video if you are still interested in Lethal Mirage. It's really cool, and you do damage really fast, so it's also really easy to play with it.
Take care.
Now, as always, have a nice day, and I will see you on the next video.